Remember how a few episodes back, Eyebrows got his money swindled by a con woman, and then they just decided to not conclude that plot because they wasted so much time kissing Mitch's ass? Well, if you're waiting for any sort of follow-up here, it isn't coming. No, what they decided really needed a continuation was the episode Point Doom from last season, where Eyebrows had a torrid relationship with a motorcycle babe that involved suggestive pool playing. Speaking of joyous reunions, we have the return of the Wave Runner TM! Is missing. Catchy ad song, my dudes. Anyway, motorcycle babe Jessie has moved on from motorcycle babing to being an aspiring model. She's got to stop humorously almost dying like this. Looks like it's time for a reunion flashback.
Tiddle-doo, tiddle-doo, tiddle-doo.
My name is...
Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Wow, that sure was unnecessary. Mitch pretends he does anything remotely like a lieutenant anymore, while Stephanie, I don't know, does her nails, and he volunteers Matt to supervise the video shoot and prevent further accidents on account of neglectful guy.
The producer, director, whatever he is.
Messed up take or bad dialogue? You decide. One thing's for certain, Eyebrows is about as solid on the details as we are.
I can't think of anybody else I'd rather have protecting me.
It's true, boom mics follow her everywhere. Jessie says she was worried about meeting up with Eyebrows again since she didn't want to complicate things. But like Eyebrows responds, he's a very uncomplicated kind of guy.
Well, don't worry. I'm a very uncomplicated kind of guy.
Matt, what are you doing?
I'm complicating things.
Speaking of which, here comes trouble.
How dare he? Nobody cheats on me but me!
That girl that you were talking to, she looks really familiar. Who is she?
Were you even in that episode?
That's not the point, but no, I just magically know when someone's a recurring character.
I know I rag on this a lot, but you really can't have either of these characters try to take the moral high ground at any point in their relationship when they started out by cheating. But I suppose it's fitting that Summer is worried, since Eyebrows does have a history of being a French dip. Is he channeling Jimmy Slade here, or is it just his naturally befuddled expression? But uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! Something dark is going on with Jessie and the producer, director, whatever he is. Meanwhile, let's get to the real meat and potatoes of the episode, the clear A-plot, and that's Hobie buying himself a keytar. Fuck yeah! So let me give it to you straight. Jeremy Jackson decided to use his Baywatch fame to springboard himself into other projects, and he parlayed that into a music, air quotes, career, air quotes. This began in 1994 and pretty much ended in 1995, with the exception of a single nobody cares about. 5 months after this episode aired, he dropped his first album. Here's the title song. Well, one is the loneliest number. So I guess they decided to incorporate this very briefly with his character. I'm not sure if this was meant to promote his stuff since they don't actually include any of his songs here. All I know is this was a delightfully terrible idea.
What happened to the skateboard?
Oh, they were all out. Oh, I got something for you too. Hold on. It's used, but it sounds great.
I told you to get me a skateboard, you son of a bitch! Yeah, that probably ended where it should have.
If you would rather be with her than with me, then I totally understand. And have a nice day.
I don't think she really meant that. Meanwhile, I don't know if they're making this producer-director enough of a mouth breather. Creepy Creepster won't accept that he and Jessie's relationship is strictly professional, so she tells him she's engaged to somebody to get him off her back. Cue sitcom shenanigans! Let's see how Eyebrows gets himself out of this one. By doing nothing. Excellent.
Well, where's our engagement ring?
I'll tell him you special ordered it.
Oh, I can't believe how this won't blow up in my face! I feel another eating disorder coming on.
Hey, dear,
rock and roll, rock on.
Oh shit, son! Things about to get lame up in here! I love that they just had him lip sync to someone else's song. Maybe they hadn't perfected number 1 yet. I do know one thing, and that's that his pants are 100% American. And I swear, one of his underage groupies is Michelle Williams again in an uncredited role, which is just phenomenal.
See her shake on the movie screen, Jimmy Dean.
James Dean.
And what exactly is happening here? Did he clone himself? Did I mention before that they turned down Leonardo DiCaprio for the role of Hobie because David Hasselhoff didn't want to look old? Just a fun fact I feel is relevant during times like this. Meanwhile, Jessie shows up at Eyebrows' place in a purple unitard, as you do, and says that director-producer McStockington has been following her around. Luckily, CJ and Stephanie are on a convenient camping trip, so these two can have a sudden thriller plot in peace. Also, this director-producer character pulled a complete 180 from his opening scene, where apparently he was more concerned about getting the shot than if Jessie drowned, to now where he's suddenly in Fatal Attraction. After 2 decades of sleeping on it, Eyebrows finally fesses up that he's been seeing someone else.
I sure hope she appreciates what a great guy she has here.
Yeah. So do I.
I mean, I am pretty awesome. To demonstrate what a great guy he is, he allows his ex-girlfriend to spend the night in CJ's room and borrow her clothes without asking. These two are just friends, spending the night, hanging out in negligee, like pally pals. She points out that it's kind of weird that he lives with 2 hot chicks who aren't his girlfriend, which, now that I think about it, everything in his life is questionable.
Would you mind if I take a shower?
No problem. I love that we're buds who do things that buds do. Lest we forget this is Baywatch, Creepster tries to kill Eyebrows. Although this is just an assumption on my part, it could be Summer finally snapped. Oh no, a very small hill! I am dead!
Time to throw down, bitch.
The follow-through on this is really underwhelming. Jessie just takes like 2 sentences to explain everything, and I guess they're besties now. She even gives her a ride to her next shoot, and volunteers to stick around in case producer-director guy is slinking nearby. Well, it's his shoot, so you should probably expect him there. Surprise!
Matt, was that his name? Matt? That's perfect. Because now he's about as flat as one.
A. Bad villain line. B. That doesn't even make sense. You ran him off of a small hill. He's not going to turn into a pancake. Summer didn't think she'd make it through an entire episode without another trauma, did she? Add attempted sexual assault to her list. Creeper knocks out Jessie and saves her for later, I guess.
Eat my Wave Runner TM!
Damn, it's so fast and reliable.
Let's jump!
They fight, and suddenly they're in water shallow enough to stand in. Eyebrows wins, like you thought he would, and then suddenly they're back in deeper water.
Love those water toys, don't you?
Yeah. A thrill a minute.
Some people stand in the darkness, afraid to step into the light.
To wrap things up, Mitch toys with the guitar Hobie bought him, and then television history. He fantasizes about being a rock star, and by that, of course, I mean he imagines footage of David Hasselhoff concerts for 2 straight minutes until the credits. Fantastic! I think we all knew this would end with a celebration of David Hasselhoff. I've never seen such a beautiful display of narcissism. Keep looking for freedom, Hoffmeister. Next time on Baywatch, is lifeguard old man finally gonna retire and leave us alone? Meanwhile, the return of babies. Wah!